imagine yourself in the middle of nowhere with your friends in the dark and thousands of people that you may not know. A wonderful, colorful, fun, and happy place with the stars in the sky and the moon shining. It's a different place than the world we live in. It's a utopian world where there's hugs and kisses and everybody just worries about you. And you unite as a big, happy family. Okay, so the people that go to raves live off of plur. Plur is peace, love, unity, respect. So people go and say peace, not war. You love each other. You unite as one big family and you respect each other. You don't look down upon and judge people. So that's a handshake that you do with bracelets that you make, and making those bracelets releases stress, and you could also have fun if you have children. You can make it with them or with just other kids, like your cousins or nephews. And then they'll do that just like, once you get a unity, right here, you'll trade off a bracelet and you become a friend, or, just respect each other. So people around the world go to raves. They'll take their national flag. So I took my Mexican flag since my family's from Mexico, and I put it on my GoPro stick and was just waving it. Some people have smaller national flags and unite it as one big flag and put we are one. Okay, so people who go there, there's teachers go there, parents go there. It doesn't matter who you are or what you do, you just go there to escape from your normal living life. This is Mama Irene. She was a 75-year-old woman, and she raved. She was an Italian mother, and she didn't care. She would go with her son to raves, and she passed away, and everybody still looks like has her spirit living on, and they'll put her on poster boards and say, "Love Mama Irene." This is Jose. He came out in a show called Under the Electric Sky by Dan Cutford and James Litzis. And he says that the rave is a drug, the music. It helps them, raves help them escape from his condition, and he has a spinal cord condition. And people don't care. They literally picked him up from the wheelchair and moved him right across like the stage and back. So it was, what do they call it, like body surfing? So they were just moving him around. And I've seen people, I've traded bracelets with people in wheelchairs, and hopefully one day I could take my brother there so he could see how it is. So you could dress up how you want. I made these bras, like you decorate them, which is pretty cool. So you make like flowers, so it's all about flower power and love. This one said EDC on it. And then guys will make masks. So I made this for my boyfriend. And then this one, I guess this is Scorpion and Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. So I made these, and he was dressed up as that. Or you could go dress normally, however you want. You don't have to dress up. So it's pretty cool. People don't judge you. You could wear whatever you have in your closet that you will never wear in your lifetime, and they wouldn't care. People go on speedos and bows. So it's just a fun place to be in. The music, it's not your ordinary music. It's like dubstep, techno, house. But people will go to their DJ sets and they will just dance the night away. I was dancing by myself one time and people just came around me and wanted to form their own dance group with me, which was pretty fun. And you never get tired of dancing. And nobody cares. Some people, like, you may not know how to dance at all, but you could just like wiggle or move a leg and nobody would care. So what will you see? You'll see parades If you go to Disneyland, it's like Paint the Night, but even better, because they'll have like this humongous octopus like being held by 5 or 6 people on a stick. There's people on a moving beatbox. There's fireworks. The fireworks look amazing over the DJ sets, and it's pretty cool because there's one huge owl and you'll see a bunch of lasers and fireworks, and they're fireworks like Disneyland. So, you know, it's fun. And then they have rides like at a festival, and they're all free. They have big lines, but I mean they're free, so who wouldn't want to go on a free ride? And you know, people say that, like my mom, she wouldn't want me to go because she said that people do drugs there. I don't do drugs. I'm not a drug abuser, but I go there because that's the only place where I could seriously express myself and get away from everything, all my problems at home, and just be free. Like sometimes I'll cry to the music because you could feel like it makes you just like feel free and just get away. And let me show you a video of what a rave looks like. Can we turn off the light?
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah, so there's a lot of lasers and neon lights involved in this, and it's just fun. You know, if you like glow in the dark stuff and having a neon party. So I recommend this for everybody to go at least to one in their lifetime. Doesn't matter if you're 50, 60, 75 like Mama Irene. It's just a good experience to have, and you'll have fun. Because I'm a raver and I like to rave because since the first time I experienced it, I can't stop going. It's so much fun. So I recommend you guys at least to go to one in your life.
Jamie, what did you think? Jamie's not here? That's a surprise. All right, well, I like the visualization at the beginning. It's pretty clear that you are talking about something that you're enthusiastic about. A little bit of hesitation. I think you needed to practice a little bit more because you're talking about something that you're passionate about, and it seems like you're kind of easing your way into the situation instead of diving right into it. I like the idea of plur. I was wondering if that was going to be the organizational structure of the speech. You know, that you're going to be talking about how each one of those letters represents something that goes on at the rave, and then we would see examples of those things or hear stories about them. But that's not the way it goes. It just is another random piece of information in the presentation. And that's my main criticism of the speech. I think you've got a topic that's interesting here. I like all the visuals. I think they're fun. They do create some energy in the presentation, and they're intriguing, but it's not organized in a way that's going to build the interest. If anybody's going to generate interest in this, it's because of a random connection with something that you're showing, as opposed to you're building an interest on this. I think you want to be a little bit more in control of the information and give us a structure so that we can follow it. I didn't hear any source citations in the presentation, so it's all firsthand experience, and I don't object to your including firsthand experience, but it seems to me that we talked about this. There needs to be research in your presentation. I don't know how many raves there are. I don't know how many people go to raves. I don't know how much it costs to go to a rave. You mentioned this Insomniac rave at the end. It looks like it's in Vegas, but I don't have any idea for sure. That's the kind of stuff that ought to be in the speech. So there's information that's missing in the presentation that's not that hard to include, and you just don't have it there. You're just talking about some of the things that you kind of like about it. At the beginning, for instance, you started talking about making the bracelets, and I'm going, why are we talking about the bracelets before I know anything else about what's going on here? I think the idea that the bracelets are part of that symbology that goes on there is an interesting thing, but I need to know more about what it is that we're symbolizing and how this works. As it is, at first it sounded like it was going to be a crafts speech, about how to put together bracelets, and I'm going, what? Is that where we're going here? And like I said, and the problem is all organizational. This is a speech that needs to have a structure, and you've got one staring you right in the face. That PLUR acronym that you've got there. I'm going, okay, well, show us the stuff that promotes peace at these raves. How is that illustrated? And you can tell your story about the people there who share and the flags that they do, and that sort of thing. And then the the love. Oh, and here's the story about Mama, what's her name, and was it who was the other guy? Jose. That sort of thing, and how people get into this, and they share their love, and even though these folks she's gone and he's in a wheelchair, that doesn't mean that they are unloved. They continue to be loved, and that sort of thing, and they've got a legacy, even though they're not the organizers and thing. That's just the people in the community created this kind of stuff. So you've got good stuff in the speech. It just needs to be put together a little bit more. It just feels like it's all kind of random, and there's fun stuff in it, but it's not building very well. And I think your presentation would benefit from that also, because you just kind of are standing at the podium, and sometimes you look down and you take a note, and then you look up and you smile at us, and then it's like, now what else am I talking about here? Let me see if I can find something else. And if you had it planned a little bit more and organized in some way. And when I say planned, obviously you had ideas down and you had things listed, but it's not structured in a way that would make it easy for you to remember and give us a path to follow. As it is, maybe it's much more like a rave experience. I'm being immersed in this stuff without knowing what the hell's going on. All right, thank you.